smugglers still taking advantage of the crisis. Texas DPS stopping a car with migrants packed inside of it. This, as more members of President Biden's own party says that he needs to do more about the situation at the border. Tom Homan is former acting ICE director and a Fox News contributor. He joins us now. This headline on foxnews.com I thought was worth sharing with our viewers. It's New York City Mayor Eric Adams. It says, New York City Mayor Eric Adams calls migrant surge at the border a national crisis during El Paso visit. He was there over the weekend. My question is, what took him so long to realize this?
Well, look, I'm no fan of Mayor Adams because he's a sanctuary city. He supports sanctuary cities. So is he doing everything he can to stop illegal aliens from getting to New York City? No. If you're in New York City, you can get arrested for a crime. You get released back to the streets, not turned over to ICE. You can get monetary help to fight your immigration case. You can get a driver's license, and look, you can get a job. So, he's his own worst enemy when you talk about, supporting sanctuary city. But look, I'm glad he went to the border because even some Democrat politicians are speaking up about it. This is a crisis. This is a historic crisis. Matter of fact, the December numbers that haven't been released after 15 days of being in January are going to be the highest number of aliens ever crossed the border in a single month in the history of this nation. There's going to be over 250,000 in December.
Wow, that's extraordinary. That's December as well. But January numbers, you said, are coming down.
January numbers will be coming down. Like I said for weeks, the secretary's creating a process that I think is illegal. He's just going to legalize illegal immigrants. He's going to go south, make some sort of program to bring them in through port of entry, 30,000 a month, they've already said, right? And they're going to go claim victory. They didn't solve the border crisis. They didn't secure the border. They're just making a class of illegal aliens quasi-legal to come to the United States for a 2-year period and get a job. Never going to work, and they're going to lose this in court.
So this new parole program that President Biden announced a couple of weeks ago, it applies to Venezuelans, Cubans, Nicaraguans, and Haitians. 30,000 a month will be allowed into the country if they apply for a visa in their home country. But there are a lot of people who are either on their way or are waiting at the edge of the border or are crossing over as we speak, who may look at that and say, oh, if I cross the border illegally, I can't give myself up to CBP because they're going to send me back because I'm not in this parole program. Could that lead to more gotaways, more people avoiding capture? Absolutely.
There's going to be a record number of gotaways from the specific countries. They're not going to stop coming to the United States because the government placed a new rule in place. They're going to come, and they're going to come because they know the border is not secure. They're going to come because they know 80% of agents are off the line processing these big groups. They know it's wide open, so they're going to keep coming. This policy by administration is not only illegal and they'll lose it in court, but it's not going to change the dynamics of who's coming to this country.
I find it interesting, going back to where we started, that Democrats are beginning to turn on Democrats over the immigration issue. Mayor Adams from New York City, who I know you say you're not a fan of, is telling Governor Kathy Hochul, I may have to bus some of these migrants out of New York City to upstate New York. And he's not happy with Governor Hochul because she didn't even mention immigration in her State of the State speech last week.
No, Governor Hochul, she's talking about, I got some friends in the New York State legislature. She's talking about creating opportunities for employment for illegal aliens on dairy farms and so forth. Look, there's a legal process to get legal workers on farms, right? It's H-2A program. But she's forgetting about that. As a governor of New York State, she's proposing something that's illegal. It's going to put farmers in a great risk of prosecution, not from this administration, but from Republican administration. It's illegal to hire somebody that's in the country illegally to work for you. It's illegal to work in the United States without work authorization. And she's pushing it. She's no better than the mayor when it comes to illegal immigration.
She's coming after your gas stove, too, Tom.
Come get it.
Tom Homan, good to talk to you. Thanks. Sandra?